Alrighty, here we are. It is May 1st, day 61, and we just got dropped off by the hostel at Boonesboro Road. So we got dropped off 22-ish, 3-ish, something like that, 22 miles ahead, and we're slack packing southbound back to Harper's Ferry. This way it'd be easier when we just walk back to the hostel. On the way back, we can stop, get dinner before we even get back to the hostel. Get that over with, and we don't have to do that 1 mile road walk to and from the hostel to go get dinner tonight, because we'll be coming back that way. So that's the deal for today. And then tomorrow, obviously, we'll start back, and we'll probably go northbound to the Pennsylvania border. That's the plan. We just have to work out those details tonight when we get back. Whether we're going to slack pack that, which we're going to try to, as long as they can bring us our stuff at the end of the day. If not, then we just hike it with our pack, but it'll be about 19 to 20 tomorrow, somewhere in that range, to get to where we need to go. But on the menu for today is, I think it's called Washington Monument State Park. I think that's the official name of the park. But basically, it's a state park. It has the first monument built for George Washington. It's a little tower building. You just go up in it. It's not very tall, 40 feet, something like that. So we should hit that in about 2.5 miles. And we also hit, there's a campground we hit, and some other places. So we will show them as we get them. All right, here we are, the famous Washington Monument. Let's see what the sign says. You can pause the video to read that. First monument, George Washington. There's a bench here. Dedicated to Mark Perry. Looks like it might be closed. Yeah, I was here last time. It was open. You go to the top. This is where I saw a bald eagle flying. I was on top of that last time. I'm assuming that's Boonesboro down there. All right. Washington Monument. So as you walk up to the monument northbound, they have these signs that kind of span the tenure of Washington's life, starting with his birth all the way to his death. So since we're southbounding, we'll go in reverse. So you can see 1799 he dies at Mount Vernon, 97 leaves the presidency. And there's more of these signs as you go down. As we get to each one, I'll show them to you. 1789 Federal Constitution ratified, Washington becomes president. 1781, British surrender at Yorktown. 1783, British recognized American independence. 1776, loses New York to British, declaration signed. 1777, British occupied Philadelphia, winter at Valley Forge. All right, 1774, Virginia delegate to the First Continental Congress. 1775, appointed commander-in-chief. Nice. And then we got two more up here pretty close, so let's hit those. This one says 1759, he marries Martha Custis. 1758 to 1774, he's a member of the Virginia House of Burgesses. (1749) surveyor of Culpeper County, Virginia. 1753 to 58, officer in the French and Indian War. Milestones in the life of Washington. 1732, born Westmoreland County, Virginia. Yeah. All right, so right here, talking about Civil War history, this is where two generals, a Confederate and a Union general, were both killed during battle. And their monuments are here. The battle for Fox's Gap, and you can pause that if you want to read that. And then the death of two generals. General Jesse Reno with the, looks like Union, and General Samuel Garland with the Confederate. VMI graduate. Which is the Virginia Military Institute. Shout out to VMI. I'm a Citadel graduate, so they're kind of our rivals, but Frankenstein, who's hiking the trail, is a VMI graduate. So here you go, Frankenstein. Shout out to you and your fellow alumni, General Garland. So here is General Garland. And the Union general was up over there where that guy's cutting the grass. So the moral of the story is the winner gets the bigger memorial. So I'm assuming that's why he got a bigger memorial, because the Union won. But Maryland campaign, you can pause the video if you want to try to read that. And the lost orders. These lost orders detailed the movements of Lee's army for the operation against Harper's Ferry. So, there you go. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. You can see some cool history through Maryland. You got the Washington Monument, and then you got, we go up this way. This is where the trail goes. Goes down this little trail. Okay. All right, so that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. So, Maryland's one of my favorite states on the AT. Not only because the terrain is fairly chill, not too bad, but there's a lot of parks and history that you go through. So it's not just you're in the woods all the time. There's cool things to see and learn about. So, really cool part of the AT, Maryland, that I don't think people talk about much, but Maryland deserves some credit for putting the AT through some really cool historic areas. All right. Here we are, coming back down from the, what will be the biggest climb we have to do today. We did it, so we're on the way back down from it. It's a little rock outcropping here that we're standing on. Got a little view, and the trail goes back up that way. the Gasland State Park. There's the War Correspondence Memorial. It's pretty cool. We just have lunch in the pavilion and go up here, go see Gaff's tomb, or whatever you want to call it. It's a pretty cool place. Georgetown. Yeah. And this is the little, built this, and he's not even buried here. That's the little, I think, mausoleum up there. He didn't even get buried in it. All right, back on the AT. Foot trail only. Only feet. All right, here we are on the C&O Canal. So this is the little kind of bike path that leads out of Maryland into West Virginia going southbound. Takes you across that railroad trestle across the Potomac and into Harper's Ferry. So we're 2.8 from Harper's Ferry. It is 3:49. So we're doing good. We should be done by 5, because this is the easy part. Should be done about 5 o'clock with it. So that'll be good. We'll have we'll be officially done with West Virginia, and we'll be about halfway done with Maryland. So tomorrow we'll finish off Maryland and enter, cross the Mason-Dixon line and enter Pennsylvania. So that should be it for day 61. I think it was like 22.3 miles, something like that. We might do some more videoing when we get to dinner, after dinner. But if not, this will end day 61, 22.3. And we'll head back to Maryland tomorrow and into Pennsylvania. So we've got, or we will have here shortly, 5 states done, and tomorrow we'll have 6 states done. All right, here we are coming into Harper's Ferry on the bridge.